So now, I'm going to tell you why I love the Barbie movie.
What you talking about, Willis?
I love the Barbie movie because it demonstrates so very, very clearly that postmodern neo-Marxist, whatever you want to call it, woke, third-wave modern feminism makes absolutely no sense. The movie doesn't intend to make this point, it just does it by accident, and that is why I love it so much. The movie itself makes no sense because modern feminism, the sexist patriarchy lie kind of feminism, makes no sense. The logic is circular. The theory is so dumb, it can only work if you view all men as dumb, one-dimensional buffheads. And in order to make it work, you have to make the assumptions that the movie makes about men. Assumptions that are so infantile and idiotic and frankly insulting that they could only be made if the men in the movie were actually one-dimensional plastic dolls. In other words, if you tried to make a movie pushing the garbage worldview about men that this movie is pushing, it'd be impossible because no actual human man is as shallow and one-dimensional as would be required to make the case for the modern feminist worldview. So modern feminist theory can only hold up in a world where men, quite literally, are made of plastic and are not real. So thank you. Thank you, Warner Brothers. Thank you, Margot Robbie. Thank you, idiot woke Hollywood producers and directors. Thank you. You've shown us all what a lie modern feminism and the concept of the patriarchy really are. Of course, a movie like this one can't lose. Little girls will want to go because it's Barbie. And despite feminists' best efforts, little girls like to play dress up and play with dolls. Why? Because there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's fun. That's why. Being girly is not just for trans men, you know, lefties.
Day 74 of being a girl, round of applause for the makeup. And I wore this outfit shopping today, and I thought that these might be my new shopping shorts.
That's lovely, Dylan. God, woke ideology is so messed up and full of sick contradictions and hypocrisy, isn't it? Anyway, we're here to try together to make sense of all the madness. So, little girls like dolls, and they're going to go see the Barbie movie. And big girls want to reminisce. And some guys do too. And that's fine and it's fun. A movie like this could have been so much fun if we were still just allowed to have fun these days. So people are going to want to go and see it. Then there are people like me who want to go and see it to understand what all the fuss is about and what the cultural implications of the movie might be. So this movie is making an absolute packet. As Matt Walsh pointed out in his Daily Wire show this week, quoting data from The Hollywood Reporter.
The summer box office just went nuclear. Filmmaker Greta Gerwig's female-fueled Barbie opened to a historic $155 million domestically, a threshold usually reserved for male-driven superhero fare or marquee IP, such as the final Harry Potter movie. After gushing for several more paragraphs about Barbie, the article does mention that Christopher Nolan's film Oppenheimer also opened this weekend to an enormous haul, raking in $80 million. This makes it Nolan's biggest opening weekend for any of his non-Batman films. Especially impressive, far more impressive than Barbie's performance, as we'll see, because his movie is an original 3-hour R-rated historical drama. It is very difficult to make that kind of film into a smash hit. People don't generally flock to theaters to watch incredibly long character studies about historical figures. That is unprecedented, or nearly so. There is, however, plenty of precedent for moviegoers crowding theaters to watch movies based on familiar brands.
Exactly. And I can't wait to see Oppenheimer, by the way. I've just got to find 4 hours of free time to do it in. It's also highly probable, by the way, that this novelty effect with Barbie will wear off fast. It's unlikely that the post-cinema revenues will be much good. So the last thing that Hollywood producers and directors should think is that this success comes from the woke themes of this movie or the quality of this movie. Quite the opposite. People feel like they've been catfished, and they sure won't be coming back for Barbie 2 or 3 or 27.